20-year-old girl need money from a man that her father, and I bet you her parents are not even aware she traveled or even need that kind of money. For what exactly? By now, we must have seen the video that is trending on the social media space of that content creator, a 40-year-old, a 44-year-old man that raped a 20-year-old girl. You've seen the video, right? Now I have questions. Because you know sometimes these things happen, and number one, it is such a despicable.
This woman she speaks a lot of sense. So that's why I always like listening to her. I've decided to bring it here to you guys so that you guys will join me analyze what she spoke about and all the questions she asked. The questions that everyone else is not asking. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as we watch and analyze her questions. Think of the possible answer to her questions.
Thing to think of that a mature man at that level would think of having his way with that little 20-year-old girl, which is twice her age. So, but while we are condemning him, which we always do, this is Nigeria, we're very quick to judge. Everybody has something to say about something, but we have to be able to learn from incidents and try to.
Exactly what I said, that many Nigerians are bashing me. We have to learn from this incident. We have to learn from it. It's not just condemning those that are involved, or especially the man. It's the man. Everybody just condemning the man. Both people that are guilty of the same act are condemning the man. But are you learning from, what do we stand to learn from this particular incident? Let's continue watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's carry on.
Dig deeper and say, why is this thing happening? Why does it keep happening? Now, these are the points I want to point out. I have questions. If you have not already heard the story, let me even brief you on the story. So apparently, this girl lives in Warri with her parents. She's a 20-year-old girl that says she needed money for I don't know what. Then she met this content creator that has a boutique that sells clothes, you know. So she met him online and he invited her to come to Asaba, that he was going to help her. This little girl went all the way to Asaba without informing her parents, but it's like she informed one of her siblings and told the person, I'm going to so and so place. All of a sudden, when she got to Asaba, she went to his boutique. Eventually, he told her he wanted to take her to the hotel. So they went to the hotel and he told her he stays there sometimes. Now, the first question I have is, at what point did going to a hotel with a man become normal? I was once 20-year-old. What on earth will make a 20-year-old comfortable, you know, to go to a hotel with a man and it is okay? You heard hotel. What?
In as much as the man is wrong, I don't know how true it is, but in as much as the man is wrong, the girl is also wrong in her own way. Then when I was young, while I was growing up, once I hear hotel, I always get scared. I don't want anything to do with hotel because I see hotel as a place that people go to commit sin. That was how I was taught. That's the impression my parents gave me about hotels. Before I entered the hotel just for the first time, I was almost 22 years before I used hotel just once. And that was the first time I visited Lagos. Hit that like and hit that subscribe button. Let's continue watching.
You think you go to the hotel to pray? You see, I don't want you to be emotional right now. Let us be logical. Because if we're going to put an end to evil, then we must be able to restrain ourselves and put our morals straight. You cannot be whining and dining with the devil and expect that he's not going to hurt you. That somehow the devil will repent for your sake. Praise are on the loose. Pedophiles are on the loose. Evil people are on the loose. Right? So as much as the devil is existing, his agents are still existing. While we are calling those evil out, we should be able to train ourselves and put our morals together. Now, she went to the hotel. When they went out the hotel room, he undressed her. While he was undressing her, she was telling him, I'm a virgin, please. I don't want you to do this with me. Don't do this with me. According to her, because she made a video. Why was she comfortable allowing him undress her? You see, these are the things I'm wondering. How do we allow these things happen? What was her mind telling her? That he was undressing her to pray with her? Or he was undressing her to do what exactly? You have gone to the hotel. In fact, you went all the way from Warri to Asaba. You went to the hotel with him. He was undressing you and you're talking to him. I'm a virgin. I don't want to do this. Even if I want to do this, not because of money. According to her, she never negotiated to have any type of exchange, you know, of maybe money for knacking. She just thought he was going to help her. That money a 20-year-old girl wants from her parents who are alive. In fact, she wants it from a man and her parents are still alive. What is she using that money for? What is that? I even heard something around. He said he was going to help her monetize her TikTok account so she can start making money online. You see that if I keep talking, some people are more focused on, see how she's talking. Your daughters are spoiled.
You see one thing about this woman. Her name is Mrs. Benedicta also. I love this woman so much because she's so logical. She always say the truth. She always say things without sugarcoating anything. She always goes straight to the point. Just say it as it's supposed to be, as it is. If you are looking for one of the most normative people I've seen in Nigeria when it comes to social commentary, I'll give it to Miss Benedicta. In the middle of all the brouhaha that has been on in Nigeria as a result of this case, there are only very few Nigerians that are thinking rationally, that are looking in between the lines, that are interpreting the story in different ways, that are looking out for loopholes in the story. Because everyone is just condemning the man, seeing the girl as a saint. She's perfect, she's a virgin and all of that. However, most of the claims, there are no concrete evidence to them. Like when you talk about concrete evidence and evidence that is very strong, there are no evidence. But that's why it is very likely that if that case is not properly handled, if the case is not handled by elite people, you are going to see that case swept under the carpet. That's just the reality. Because if you don't, you can have the best evidence to win a case. But if that evidence is not well presented, and if that evidence is not presented at the right time, at the right place, you are going to lose that case. Or the case is not going to be taken as seriously as it should be. Let's continue watching. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. You are going to miss me.
See, if you know you're a parent, take front row seat in this discussion. Because it is not enough to insult me. Your daughters are growing. Your daughters are growing. And evil is on the social media space. It is increasing daily. So if you say it is okay, don't worry. You may be smart enough to have escaped it. Your sons and your daughters are waiting. Now, let me continue with the story. Eventually, she said he tried, but he did not enter. He did not enter. So he left her a little bit. Then she rolled over to stand up from the bed, and then he inserted it by force. And then she stood up, and there was blood. And then he followed her to the bathroom while she was cleaning up, and he knelt down and he was begging her. Like, are you people thinking of, like, why? Okay, as much as this man is a monster, and the full weight of the law should fall on him, right? In fact, what if they can castrate him? Anything they can do to remove him from this world, safe, it's okay, it's justified. But think about this girl, a 20-year-old girl that went to follow a man to look for money. Upon all these things, we are on social media crying, lamenting morals, being upright, how to be a proper lady, to be modest and appropriate, grow well, live well. We are shouting it every day. They will call us pick me.
Your daughters are doing what you know nothing about. Those things you think that your daughters are not capable of doing, your kids are not capable of doing, especially your girl child. They've been doing it long before. You might never know in your lifetime that your daughter have engaged in such acts. Your daughter might be schooling in Lagos State, for example, but your daughter has gone to visit various men several times in Abuja. Your daughter might be schooling in Benin City, but your daughter have gone to Lagos several times on several occasions to visit various people there without your consent, without your knowledge. So parents, your daughters have matured more than you think. They are more mature now. They are doing things you don't know. Only their friends, those in around their age brackets, can tell you what is going on. If you really sit them down and ask them questions, those that are open to tell you what is really going on. But you have to know that your daughter, you feel that you tame, you feel that is dozer her at home, is not or might not be who you really think she is or who you know. Because this is a new generation. We are in the 21st century, and for crying out loud, in that 21st century, this is 2026. Right on, Mrs. Benedicta, right on.
Now look at it. Eventually, he had his way with her. After having his way with her, he now told her that he's sorry. Okay, that there's a drug he's going to buy for her. Whether he said it's 20-something thousand or so, that is going to make her return back to normal. Does virginity come back after it is tampered with? That one I don't even know. Okay, fine. He now told her, okay, let him order food. He gave her Indomie. She ate and she slept a little bit. People should be seeing, no? Because if this is not weird to you, it is very weird to me. It is very, very weird to me. Okay, fine. He now told her, he gave her 8,000 naira for transportation to go back, that he was going to send money to her. And she said, no, you told me you're going to help me. Where's the money? He said he asked for his PO. He told somebody he tried fake a call, like something like around he made a fake a call to make it look like he demanded for POS or something like that. Eventually he told her, just be going first. I'm going to send money to you. And then she left. And now she used her hand, according to what I heard, allegedly, that she took sniper. I'm not sure, but she has spied. You see that something is wrong. Something is wrong. All these things we see on the social media space, all these European nonsense celebrities that are busy doing BBL, teaching ladies, young girls, being their role models, teaching them how to be promiscuous, sell their bodies, flaunting money, luxury cars, and faking it as if it's their hustles that are giving these girls these things. I've said it before and I'll say it again. No celebrity with BBL should be a role model to any young girl. All of them should carry their morality and go and train their children in the house if they feel that they are moral. You people keep collecting, extorting money from them, selling your bodies and collecting money from men, putting pressure, teaching these small girls wrong orientation. What does a 20-year-old girl need money for from a man that her father, and I bet you her parents are not even aware she traveled or even need that kind of money? For what exactly? Is she begging? Her parents not feeding her? This is one among so many cases that are happening. As I'm talking to you right now, one young girl now is in the vehicle now going to see a man. It never ends. You will see these women now come out to the social media space and say, young girls, desist from this behavior. People are making me, I'm sweating so much on this app. I'm sweating because of people. So much. But I'm doing my own part. Because I have children. And if we say it is not my business, you have children. You have children. We are fighting to make the world a better place for the security of our own children. Do you see? So, her parents now, don't they live with their daughter? How did their daughter go all the way to Asaba that they did not know that their daughter have left the home? Now, and you see that sometimes, even if the parents were upright and they maybe thought she went to somewhere normal, maybe I don't know how her routines are, you see that the parents, number one, they have that fault. Where did your daughter go to that you did not know? A 20-year-old girl, she just came out from being a teenager, and you don't know your daughter's whereabouts. The daughter too, their parents who do their best. They train right, they pray, they do everything. But these children want to spoil. When I was young, when I was 20-year-old, my parents gave me an orientation that if a man touches you, you get pregnant. To even enter and eat a fast food with you, I don't even want to even near it, not to talk of a hotel. Even as old as I am, if I hear hotel, the first thing I enter my head is knocking. Parents, go back and go and teach your children the right ways. If not, this thing will never end.
One of the best realists I know on social media. So that's it. That's it. Had it been that Odogwu Asaba settled that girl very well, had it been that Odogwu Asaba gave that girl like 50K or 100K, that girl wouldn't have married herself. I feel what amounted to the level of concluding that buying herself was the best decision at that particular time was that she lost her virginity and she got nothing in return. And the man continued, the Odogwu Asaba continued, threatening her, saying all sorts of things to her, all of that, making everything her trauma, making everything to get worse. And that's why I have to say to that Odogwu Asaba, you are a very, very person you be. You don't even have sense. No sense. Sense no dey your head, Odogwu Asaba. Anywhere where you watch this video, you don't get sense. So you did that kind of thing. After doing that kind of thing with that girl, and the girl didn't even decide to, draw awareness, tell people about what happened or expose you. You couldn't even pay her off. You couldn't even make her feel better. You couldn't even make her recover. Facilitate her recovery. Not that you can't afford, but just because you don't want to. Because you feel that you can do anything and you go away with it. You see, pride comes just before a fall. You see pride. Just before a fall, you see pride. Odogwu Asaba. You see, you couldn't, because of how mean you are. Because of how mean you are, you couldn't give her a compensation would have suppressed. It would have suppressed that urge, that thought of wanting to buy herself. It would have facilitated her recovery. And maybe she would have, she said in the video that she forgave you. She forgave you, but she was still angry about the fact that she was still bleeding. She haven't recovered. But you couldn't contribute to her recovery. But what did you do? You decided to worsen her case. You decided to exacerbate what you already ignited. You decided to increase her torture. How? Odogwu Asaba. We are going to continue following up this case until the end of this case and ensure that justice is served. Lord Pro family here. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. You are going to miss me so that you continue seeing more entertainment, latest news, and social commentary. At this point, I'm out of this place. No time, no time. Now, cut that camera. Cut it. Cut.